There's nothing more important in this 2024 recession than your ability to increase your income. I don't know if you've noticed, but there's money everywhere. All you have to do is claim it. And that's even if you have no skills or experience. So I put together a list of 6 different passive side hustles that you can do with no experience. But before we do get started, I want to establish what passive income actually is. Passive income is where you do some work up front, but then it keeps making you money after that. Whether you're having lunch, going for a walk, or just sleeping. You see, I spent 7 days researching for this video in order to give you the best side hustles as possible, so make sure that you pay attention. Number 1 is going to be the most passive that you can ever think. In fact, this is probably the only real passive income that you can make, because you literally have to do no work. And this is stocks and ETFs. Have you ever heard about Sarah? Probably not. Well, she used to work at a restaurant and her story is quite crazy. So Sarah was just a regular girl. Nothing flashy about her. She was just grinding away doing a minimum wage job. But here's the kicker. Every single paycheck, without fail, Sarah would take a portion of her earnings and put it into stocks or ETFs. Now, at first, it didn't seem like much. I mean, we're talking about spare change here on a minimum wage job. But Sarah realized this crazy idea about compound interest. She was convinced that if she invested consistently, it would add up over time. And guess what? She was right. Now, it did take some time, but Sarah's investments started to grow. Along the way, Sarah faced a lot of setbacks. There were times when she wanted to give up, but she did refuse to give up. And then one day it happened. After years of consistently investing, Sarah logged into her account and saw that magical number. $1 million. Can you imagine the rush of emotions that she must have felt that day? It was all these years of sacrifice and consistently investing that were finally paying off. So that's Sarah's story. But it could very well be your story. Even if you don't make a lot of money, you could start building your way into wealth with ETFs and stocks, especially ETFs. And the earlier you start, the more time you will have to grow your investments. Even if you're like Sarah and you don't have a lot of money to put in, that still compounds over time. Now, this is not going to make you a millionaire overnight. Let's be clear about that. But if you do your research and invest every single month, your net worth will exponentially grow. And if you do this over a long period of time, you could very well become a millionaire just with that. Now, if you want to grow your income in order to invest more, here's the next side hustle that I want to talk to you about. This one is selling digital products. You see, the online shopping industry is expected to reach $8.1 trillion by the end of this year. Now imagine if you were capturing just a tenth of that. That would be worth millions and millions of dollars. So that's where you come into play. You see, some people out there are selling Notion templates and focusing just on that and making 7-figure businesses. And anyone can create a Notion template. You just have to learn on Notion, which isn't very complicated, and then sell the templates. Now, in order to sell the template, you will most likely need to be able to tell people that you're selling templates. So you will need to use things like social media or paid advertising or whatever you choose. But you will have to do some sort of work. But this could make you money while you sleep, and this is exactly what passive income is. Now, I don't have a lot of experience with selling my digital products, so if you do have any experience with digital products, let me know how it went in the comment section. because it would be a benefit to me to learn about that, but also to anybody who's reading the comment section. And it's just helping people that are just like you or just like me on their way up. So the next one is podcasting. The podcasting industry was worth $23.75 billion and is expected to reach, wait for it, $130.63 billion by the end of 2040. Think about that. That is a huge increase. And here's the kicker. You don't even need to be an expert at doing this. All you need to do is reach out to a friend that has a similar interest than you and just start recording and talking about the subject that you're interested in. This is something that you do probably every single day, talking to a friend that's passionate about the same thing as you, and all you have to do differently is record the conversation that you're having. And you could make a fortune out of that. You'll get paid depending on the platform by having ads that are placed in it. And the barrier to entry in order to be in the 50% best podcasts out there is, wait for it, 8 episodes. You see, 50% of people quit before they even reach their 8th episode. That puts you in the 50% best podcast out there if you do 9. And if you reach 20 episodes, you'll be in the best 90% of people that do podcasts. Just 20. That is really not a lot of podcasts. Now the next one is YouTube. You see, if you have the same interest in a subject, but you don't have a friend to start a podcast, then you could start a YouTube channel, just like I'm doing here. If you provide value to your audience, they will become raving fans. And the value could be anything, whether it's entertainment, teaching fashion, teaching people how to work out, anything that could help a certain category of people. Now, the common thought about how to monetize a YouTube channel is to reach 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. At that time, you could get accepted into the partner program and YouTube is going to give you money. And while that is true and you should absolutely strive towards that, you could monetize your channel before that and start selling different products, whether it's your product or somebody else's product. And we'll talk about that later on in this video. Basically, any product that will help your audience, whatever your subject, if you're talking about gardening, you sell a product that's about gardening, you will be able to help people. And they will be more than happy to buy your product if it helps them in any way. Now the next one is affiliate marketing, and if you followed this channel for a while, you'll know that I'm a big fan of affiliate marketing, and this is the bulk of my income. Now let's say that you want to make money or you want to help people, but you don't have a lot of skills or knowledge to help people. Then you could sell other people's products, also known as affiliate marketing. In 2023, this industry was worth $17 billion and is growing to this day. So in order to do this, all you have to do is pick a platform, whether it's YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Pinterest, blogging, or X, and anything else that you can think of where you can put a link. Now pick one platform, the one that you like the most. Now if you have a product that you're passionate about, all you need to do is talk about the benefits of the product. Maybe it's doing a review of that product. Maybe it's talking about people that have had results with it, and it doesn't have to be you, anybody that has had results with your product. Now I could literally spend hours talking about affiliate marketing, and if you want to know more, there's a dead cheap course which will be the very first link in the description to learn about that. And that's the course I took in order to explode my affiliate marketing business. Now I could talk about a billion different other ideas that will earn you passive income, but I actually made a full video about different businesses that you could start even if you have no money or experience. So if you want to check that out, that video will be right here. So I suggest that you watch that video next.